There is no more time left for hesitation. Do not scroll past this moment. Archangel Michael stands before you with tears streaming down his face, his voice breaking as he speaks your name. This is not another message. This is your final signal, the one you were warned about, the one your spirit has been bracing for without fully understanding why. Heaven has been trying to reach you for months, sending signs, whispers, synchronicities that made your heart skip a beat. But today, right now, the veil has been torn open completely. What you are about to hear cannot be ignored any longer. Do not skip this. Your entire destiny hinges on what happens in the next few moments. Stay until the very end. Listen carefully, chosen one. Something has shifted in the spiritual realm. The angels are no longer whispering. They are shouting your name with an intensity that shakes the foundations of heaven itself. Archangel Michael has been sent with a final warning, a last chance, a closing window that will not open again. You have felt it, haven't you? That strange heaviness in your chest over the past weeks. That inexplicable sense that something enormous is approaching. That feeling of standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing you are about to either soar or fall. This is not your imagination. This is your spirit recognizing the gravity of this moment. Do not scroll away. What I am about to reveal will explain everything you have been experiencing. Stay focused. Stay present. This is your final signal. Type "I am listening" in the comments right now. This simple act tells heaven that you are ready to receive what has been held back until this very moment. Your acknowledgement opens a gate that has been sealed, waiting for you to demonstrate that you understand the seriousness of what is unfolding. Do not treat this casually. Do not think you can come back to this later. The energy surrounding this message is time-sensitive. It is active right now, humming with divine power, but it will not wait indefinitely. Archangel Michael is standing at the threshold of your life, holding back forces both protective and transformative, waiting for your signal that you are prepared to cross into what comes next. You were warned. Do you remember? Not with words perhaps, but with signs. The repeated numbers you kept seeing. The dreams that felt more real than waking life. The conversations that seemed to speak directly to your hidden thoughts. The songs that played at impossible moments with lyrics that pierced straight through to your soul. The sudden losses that forced you to release what was no longer aligned. The doors that slammed shut no matter how hard you tried to force them open. All of it, every single piece, was a warning. Heaven was preparing you, stripping away what would not survive the transformation that is coming. You felt it but could not name it. You sensed the preparation but did not understand the purpose. Now Archangel Michael stands before you to deliver the final signal. The preparation phase is complete. What happens next will determine the entire trajectory of your existence. Do not scroll. I need you to feel the weight of this moment pressing down on your spirit. That tightness in your throat, that sudden awareness making your skin tingle, that strange emotion rising without clear cause. These are not random sensations. Your spirit is responding to the frequency of truth. Your soul recognizes that what is being spoken right now is not entertainment, not inspiration, not comfort. This is a divine alarm. The kind that only sounds once. The kind that separates those who are truly ready from those who will miss their moment and spend years wondering what could have been. Archangel Michael's tears are not for show. They are genuine grief for those who will scroll past this message, who will ignore this final signal, who will choose distraction over destiny. Do not be one of them. Stay until the end. Heaven has been patient with you, endlessly, incredibly patient. How many times have you promised to change and then fallen back into old patterns? How many divine appointments have you missed because fear convinced you that you were not ready? How many opportunities have you let slip through your fingers because doubt whispered that you were not worthy? How many times has your spirit urged you forward while your mind held you back? Heaven has watched it all with compassion, sending sign after sign, extending grace upon grace, giving you chance after chance to align with your true path. But there comes a moment, a final moment, when the window of opportunity begins to close. Not because heaven has given up on you, but because divine timing moves forward whether we are ready or not. Seasons change, alignments shift. What is available today may not be available tomorrow. This is that moment. This is your final signal. Archangel Michael steps closer now, his massive wings creating shadows that fall across your past, present, and future simultaneously. Do not move. Do not look away. He is holding something in his hands, something that glows with such intensity that it seems to contain entire universes within it. This is not a blessing. This is not a promise of ease. This is a key to a door you have been standing in front of for longer than you realize. On the other side of that door is the version of your life that was meant to be. The relationships that align with your true frequency, the opportunities that match your genuine calling, the abundance that flows naturally when you stop forcing and start allowing. The peace that comes from finally being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. But the door will not open on its own. And the key in Archangel Michael's hands will not turn itself. You must reach out. You must choose. You must take action in this moment. Stay until the end, because what comes next requires your full attention and commitment. You can feel it, can't you? That sensation in your body that something is different about this moment. Your breath has changed. Your heartbeat has shifted. There is a clarity in your mind that was not there moments ago, a sharpening of focus that cuts through the usual mental noise. This is not manipulation. This is recognition. Your spirit knows the sound of truth. It has been listening for this frequency for so long, through so much confusion and chaos, through so many false starts and misleading voices. And now, finally, it hears the pure tone of divine instruction cutting through everything else. Do not dismiss this. Do not scroll past the very thing your soul has been desperately seeking. Archangel Michael is speaking now, and his words carry the weight of heavenly authority. Stay present. This is your final signal. Type "I receive this key" in the comments to claim what Archangel Michael is extending toward you. This is not a game. This is not about engagement metrics or algorithms. This is about creating a point of contact between the spiritual realm and your physical reality. When you type those words, when you make that declaration, you are telling the universe that you understand the seriousness of this moment. You are saying yes to the transformation that is being offered. You are accepting responsibility for what comes next. Because make no mistake, what happens after you claim this key will require everything from you. Your comfort zones will be shattered. Your excuses will be stripped away. Your old identity will dissolve. But in its place, in the space created by that dissolution, your true self will finally have room to emerge. Do not fear this. It is what you have been preparing for all along. The warnings you received were not meant to scare you. They were meant to prepare you. Every difficult season you walked through, every loss you endured, every moment you felt broken beyond repair, all of it was training, strengthening your spirit, burning away what was false, teaching you to trust something deeper than circumstances. You did not understand it at the time. You questioned why you had to suffer when others seemed to glide through life effortlessly. You wondered if you were being punished, if you had done something to deserve the particular intensity of your journey. But now Archangel Michael is here to tell you the truth. You were not being punished. You were being prepared, forged, refined, made ready for a level of responsibility and power that requires a foundation most people never build. The warnings, the trials, the dark nights of the soul, they were all part of the preparation. And now the preparation is complete. This is your final signal. The training is over. What comes next is the mission. Do not scroll away from this. Do not tell yourself you will come back later when you have more time, when you feel more ready, when circumstances are more favorable. That is the voice of the old pattern trying to keep you safe, trying to keep you small, trying to protect you from the very transformation you have been praying for. There is no later. There is no more favorable time. The universe has aligned in this exact configuration, at this exact moment, to deliver this message to you. Archangel Michael has fought through layers of resistance, both from the forces that do not want you to ascend and from your own subconscious fears, to stand before you right now. If you scroll away, if you dismiss this, if you choose distraction or doubt, the window will close. Not forever, perhaps. The divine is endlessly creative in finding ways to reach us. But this particular window, this exact alignment, this specific opportunity, it will not come again. You will move forward into a different timeline, one where you must learn harder lessons, face more intense challenges, wait longer for what could be yours right now. Is that what you want? Or are you finally ready to stop running from your own greatness? Stay until the end. What I am about to tell you will make sense of everything, every confusing turn your life has taken. Every person who left just when you thought they would stay. Every dream that died just when you thought it was coming to life. Every moment you felt lost, abandoned, forgotten by heaven itself. It was all preparation for this. Archangel Michael is revealing now what has been hidden from your understanding until this moment. The path you thought you were supposed to walk was never your true path. It was a training ground. A place where you learned lessons your soul needed to master before you could step into your real assignment. The disappointments were redirections. The losses were liberations. The closed doors were divine protection from paths that would have led you away from your purpose. You could not see it because you were in the middle of it, but from heaven's perspective, every single thing that happened was perfectly orchestrated to bring you to this exact moment. Reading these exact words, finally ready to receive your final signal. The key that Archangel Michael holds is beginning to glow even brighter now. It pulses with your heartbeat, synchronized with the rhythm of your life force. This is the sign that you are the one it was made for. There are keys being offered to many, but this specific key, with its unique frequency and particular purpose, this one has your name written in light across its surface. When you claim it, when you turn it in the lock, when you step through the door it opens, you will enter a reality that has been waiting for you since before you were born. A reality where struggle is replaced by flow, where confusion gives way to clarity, where lack transforms into abundance, where fear dissolves in the presence of absolute knowing. This is not fantasy. This is not wishful thinking. This is the actual spiritual technology of transformation, and it is being offered to you right now. But you must reach out and take it. You must make the choice. Heaven will not force this upon you. Free will is sacred. The decision is yours. Stay focused. This is your final signal. Type "My time is now" in the comments to declare that you are stepping through the door in this moment. Speak it into existence. Let the universe hear your commitment. Let the angels witness your choice. Let Archangel Michael know that his journey to reach you, fighting through every layer of resistance and doubt, was not in vain. When you make this declaration, something shifts in the invisible realm. Contracts that have held you back are dissolved. Generational patterns that have repeated through your family line are broken. Limitations that you inherited without choosing them are lifted. You are not just speaking words. You are performing a spiritual act that has real, measurable consequences in your life. The energy around you changes. The frequency you emit transforms. The reality you are moving toward begins to materialize with shocking speed. Do not underestimate the power of this moment. Do not treat it lightly. This is sacred work. This is your final signal. Respond with the gravity it deserves. Archangel Michael is lowering his sword now, not in defeat, but in preparation for what comes next. The sword that has been held high, keeping watch over your path, separating you from what would harm you, is being repositioned. It is being placed in your hands. Do you understand what this means? You are no longer the one being protected. You are becoming the protector. You are no longer the student being prepared. You are becoming the master being deployed. The training is complete. The warnings have been delivered. The final signal has been given. What happens next depends entirely on whether you pick up the sword, whether you accept the authority and responsibility that comes with it, whether you step into the role that has been held open for you while you completed your preparation. Many are called, but few actually answer. Many receive the signal, but most ignore it, too comfortable in their familiar struggles to risk the unknown of their true power. Which one will you be? The one who answers, or the one who scrolls past? Do not scroll. Stay with this until the very end, because the most important part is still coming. Everything up until now has been context, preparation, the building of understanding. But what comes next is the actual instruction, the specific action you must take, the clear direction that will set everything in motion. Archangel Michael is about to speak directly to you, cutting through all the noise and confusion of your life, giving you the one thing you have been desperately needing: clarity. Absolute, undeniable, crystal clear direction. No more wondering if you are on the right path. No more questioning if you heard correctly. No more doubt about what you are supposed to do next. The fog is about to lift completely, but only if you stay. Only if you keep your attention fixed on this message. Only if you resist the urge to scroll, to check your notifications, to return to the comfortable numbness of distraction. Your destiny is speaking. Will you listen? You have been seeing signs everywhere, haven't you? Numbers that repeat with impossible frequency. Animals that appear at significant moments. Songs that seem to speak directly to your situation. Conversations you overhear that contain exactly the guidance you needed. Dreams so vivid they feel like visits to another dimension. These are not coincidences. These are not random occurrences. These are breadcrumbs left by heaven, leading you to this moment, this final signal. Archangel Michael has been orchestrating this entire sequence, dropping hints, planting seeds, preparing your consciousness to receive what is about to be revealed. Every sign you noticed, and every one you missed, has been part of an intricate design to bring you here, now, ready or not. Because the time is up. The preparation period has ended. The gentle nudges have given way to direct intervention. Heaven is no longer hinting. Heaven is declaring, this is your moment, this is your signal, this is your time. The feeling in your chest is getting stronger now. That pressure, that warmth, that sense of something vast and powerful pressing against the boundaries of your awareness. This is not anxiety. This is not stress. This is your spirit expanding to accommodate what is about to be downloaded into your consciousness. You are being upgraded in real time. Your capacity is being increased. Your frequency is being raised, and it is uncomfortable because growth always is. The caterpillar does not become a butterfly by staying comfortable. It dissolves completely, liquefies, surrenders every aspect of its former identity before reforming into something that can fly. You are in that dissolution phase right now. It feels like falling apart, but you are actually coming together in a higher configuration. Archangel Michael is overseeing this process, ensuring that you do not dissolve into nothingness, but rather into the raw material from which your true self will be reconstructed. Trust this. Stay with this. Do not scroll away from your own transformation. This is your final signal. Type "I am transforming" in the comments to anchor this process. Make it real with your words. Give it form with your declaration. When you name what is happening, when you claim it, when you speak it into the visible realm, you accelerate the process exponentially. The universe responds to bold declarations made in moments of divine timing. This is such a moment. Your words right now carry more weight than they ever have before. They are being heard not just by other humans reading comments, but by the angelic realm, by your higher self, by the very fabric of reality itself. Speak your transformation into being. Declare that you are not who you were yesterday, that you will not be who you are today by tomorrow, that you are in the process of becoming something entirely new. This is not arrogance. This is alignment. This is you finally agreeing with what heaven has been saying about you all along. Archangel Michael is opening the scroll now. the one with your name written across the top in letters that seem to be made of living light. This scroll contains the blueprint of your life. Not the life you have been living, but the life you were designed to live. The one that exists in the realm of pure potential, waiting for you to claim it, to step into it, to make it real through your choices and actions. On this scroll is written every gift you were given before birth, every talent you have suppressed or forgotten, every dream you talked yourself out of pursuing, every impossible thing you were meant to accomplish, every person you were meant to impact, every mark you were meant to leave on the world. It is all there, documented, detailed, planned out with precision and purpose. And now Archangel Michael is reading it back to you, not with words you can hear with your ears, but with a transmission that goes directly to your spirit. You cannot quite explain it, but you know. Deep down, beneath all the conditioning and doubt, you know what you are meant to do. You have always known. This is your final signal to stop pretending you don't. Do not scroll away from your own destiny. Do not choose comfortable ignorance over uncomfortable truth. The scroll is open. The blueprint is visible. Your spirit is receiving the download of information it needs to move forward. But your mind must also engage. Your will must activate. Your body must take physical action in the physical world. Spiritual revelation without practical application is just entertainment. It might make you feel good for a moment, but it changes nothing. Archangel Michael is not here to make you feel good. He is here to catalyze real, lasting, tangible transformation, the kind that others will see, the kind that changes not just your internal state, but your external circumstances, the kind that rewrites your story and alters your legacy. But this kind of transformation requires your participation. It demands your courage. It insists on your action. Stay until the end because the action step is coming. The specific thing you must do. The clear instruction that will set everything in motion. You feel different now than you did when you started reading this, don't you? Something has shifted. Your energy has changed. There is a clarity in your mind, a stillness in your spirit, a knowing in your bones that was not there before. This is the evidence that what is happening here is real, not imagined. Not manufactured, not manipulation, real spiritual transmission, real divine intervention, real angelic assistance. Your cynicism might want to dismiss this, to explain it away as clever writing or psychological tricks. But your spirit knows better. Your spirit recognizes the frequency of truth. It has been starved for this, searching for this, crying out for this through all the empty spiritual content and hollow motivational speeches and meaningless platitudes. This is different. You can feel that it is different. Honor that feeling. Trust that knowing. Do not let your skeptical mind talk you out of what your enlightened spirit clearly recognizes. This is your final signal. Archangel Michael is standing right in front of you. The veil is thin. The connection is strong. Receive what is being offered. The sword is in your hands now. Can you feel its weight? The responsibility of it, the power of it. This is not a metaphor. In the spiritual realm, an actual transfer has taken place. What was being carried on your behalf is now yours to carry. What was being fought for you must now be fought by you. This is not abandonment. This is graduation. You are being promoted from student to warrior, from protected to protector, from follower to leader. The shift is uncomfortable because it is real. You are being entrusted with something valuable, something powerful, something that can be used to create or destroy. How you wield this sword, how you use this authority, how you steward this power, these choices will determine not just your own future, but the futures of those connected to you. Your children will inherit the world you create. Your community will be shaped by the example you set. Your lineage will be marked by the decisions you make in this pivotal moment. Do not scroll away from this responsibility. Do not shrink back from this calling. You were made for this, trained for this, prepared for this. Now is the time to prove it. Type "I accept this authority" in the comments right now. Make the declaration. Let heaven witness your acceptance. Let the universe record your willingness. This is not ego. This is not pride. This is humble recognition of a divine assignment. You are saying yes to being used for something greater than yourself. Yes to stepping into a role that will stretch you beyond your current capacity. Yes to becoming the person you need to be to fulfill the purpose you were given. When you make this declaration, when you accept this authority, everything changes. The obstacles that seemed insurmountable begin to crumble. The resources you need begin to appear. The people who can help you begin to show up. The clarity you have been seeking becomes yours. This is how divine alignment works. First comes the call, then comes the acceptance, then comes the provision. You cannot skip steps. You cannot demand the provision without accepting the call. Archangel Michael is waiting for your answer. This is your final signal. What will you choose? Heaven is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will do with this moment. The angels have gathered to witness your response to the final signal. This is not pressure. This is honor. You are being watched because you matter. Your choice matters. Your life matters. The role you were designed to fill matters. There is a gap in the universe shaped exactly like you. And until you step into it, until you claim your place, until you fulfill your assignment, that gap remains. And the people who need what only you can provide continue to wait. The solutions that only you can offer remain undiscovered. The beauty that only you can create stays hidden. How much longer will you make the world wait for your obedience? How much longer will you deprive the universe of your unique contribution? How much longer will you hide behind excuses and fears and the illusion of not being ready? Archangel Michael is telling you now, directly, clearly, with no room for misunderstanding, you are ready. You have been ready. The only thing standing between you and your destiny is your willingness to believe that and act accordingly. Do not scroll. Do not look away. Do not let this moment pass without making a choice. Indecision is a choice. Silence is a choice. Scrolling past this message is a choice, and every choice has consequences. The consequence of answering the call is transformation, challenge, growth, and ultimate fulfillment. The consequence of ignoring the call is stagnation, regret, wondering what could have been. Neither path is easy, but one leads somewhere, the other leads nowhere. Which consequence can you live with? Which future can you face? Archangel Michael is not here to make the choice for you. He is here to make sure you understand what you are choosing between, to remove any ambiguity about what this moment means, to deliver the final signal with such clarity that you cannot claim later that you did not know, that you did not understand, that you were never told. You are being told right now. You are receiving the signal right now. What you do with it is entirely up to you. The scroll is beginning to close, not because heaven is giving up, but because the message has been delivered. The information has been transmitted, the signal has been given. What happens next is in your hands. Archangel Michael is stepping back, giving you space to decide. His wings are folded. His sword is lowered. His tears have dried, replaced by a steady gaze that holds both hope and acceptance. Hope that you will answer the call, acceptance that you might not. Either way, he has fulfilled his mission. He brought you the final signal. He delivered the warning. He offered the key. The rest is your journey to walk or refuse. But know this, if you walk away from this moment, if you choose to ignore this signal, you will remember it. In the quiet moments, in the dark nights, in the years to come when you wonder why your life never quite launched, why your dreams never quite materialized, why you always felt like you were living slightly to the left of your real life. You will remember that there was a moment when heaven reached out, when Archangel Michael stood before you, when the final signal was given. And you will have to live with whatever choice you made in response. But if you choose differently, if you choose to answer, to accept, to step forward into the unknown with nothing but faith and the knowing that you were made for more than this, then everything changes. The life you have been living, the one that feels too small, too limited, too far from what you glimpsed in your highest moments of clarity, that life begins to fade. And in its place, the life you were designed for begins to emerge. Not all at once, not without effort, not without moments of doubt and fear and wanting to turn back, but steadily, surely, powerfully. You will look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and barely recognize the person you are today. That person will seem like a shadow, a draft, a prototype of who you have become. And you will thank yourself for having the courage to respond when the final signal was given. You will be grateful that you did not scroll, that you stayed until the end, that you made the choice that changed everything. Type, "I choose my destiny" in the comments to seal your decision. Let this be the marker, the line in the sand, the moment you point to when people ask when everything shifted for you. This comment, this declaration, this choice. It might seem like a small thing, typing a few words in a comment section, but in the spiritual realm, it is everything. It is the yes that heaven has been waiting for, the permission that allows grace to flood into your life, the alignment that opens every door that has been locked. Do not underestimate the power of your words, especially when spoken in a moment of divine timing. This is such a moment. The energy is activated. The portal is open. The opportunity is here. Speak your choice into existence. Claim your destiny. Accept your assignment. This is your final signal. Respond now before the moment passes. Archangel Michael is smiling now. Not the sad, pleading expression he wore at the beginning, but a smile of recognition, of knowing, of seeing who you truly are beneath the fear and doubt. He sees the warrior, the leader, the world changer, the one who was always going to answer the call, even when it seemed impossible. His faith in you was never shaken, even when your faith in yourself faltered. He knew you would make it to this moment. He knew you would stay until the end. He knew you would hear the final signal and respond with courage. That is why he fought so hard to reach you. Why he pushed through every obstacle to deliver this message. Why he stands before you now with tears of joy instead of grief. You are the one he was sent for. You are the answer to prayers that were prayed before you were born. You are the fulfillment of prophecies spoken over your lineage. And now, finally, you are ready to walk into that truth. This is your final signal, and you have received it. The question now is not whether you heard it, but what you will do with it. The message has been delivered. The warning has been given. The opportunity has been presented. The door is open. The key is in your hand. The sword has been passed to you. The scroll with your name and purpose has been unrolled and read. Everything you need to move forward has been provided. The only thing left is your movement, your action, your step through the door. Archangel Michael cannot take that step for you. Heaven cannot force you forward. The universe respects your free will absolutely, but everything is aligned. Everything is ready. Everyone is waiting. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your final signal. Answer it with everything you have. Step forward with courage. Trust that what has been promised will be provided. Believe that you are who you have been told you are. And watch as your entire reality transforms to match the truth of your divine identity. This is your final signal. You have been warned. You have been prepared. You have been chosen. Now go. Your destiny awaits. The air around you is different now. Heavier, more charged. Like the atmosphere before a storm breaks, when everything goes still and the world holds its breath. This is not coincidence. This is the physical manifestation of spiritual intensity. Your body is reacting to something your conscious mind has not fully processed yet. The hair on your arms standing up, the slight tremor in your hands, the way your breathing has become more deliberate, more conscious. These are signs that you are in the presence of something far greater than yourself. Archangel Michael has not left. He is still here, still watching, still waiting to see if you will truly commit to what you have just declared. Words are powerful, but action is what transforms words into reality. Do not stop now. Do not let this moment fade into just another spiritual experience that made you feel something but changed nothing. This must be different. You must make it different. Your life up until this point has been a series of almosts. Almost broke through, almost succeeded, almost became who you were meant to be, almost stepped into your purpose. But something always held you back at the last moment. Fear disguised as wisdom, doubt masquerading as humility, comfort pretending to be contentment. You have convinced yourself that waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect circumstances, the perfect version of yourself was the right strategy. But Archangel Michael is here to tell you that there is no perfect moment coming. This is it, right now, in all your imperfection, in all your uncertainty, in all your not quite readiness. This is the moment. The final signal was not sent to the perfect version of you that exists in some imaginary future. It was sent to you exactly as you are right now, because right now is when the door is open. Tomorrow it might not be. Next week the opportunity might have passed. Next month you might be dealing with the consequences of having missed this moment. Time is not linear in the way you think it is. There are pivot points, convergence moments, windows of opportunity that open and close according to divine timing, not human convenience. You are in one of those windows right now. Step through it or watch it close. Type "I step through now" in the comments. Make it more than words. Make it a vow. Make it a commitment that you will return to when things get hard, when doubt creeps back in, when the old patterns try to reassert themselves. You will need to remember this moment. You will need proof that you made a choice, that you declared your intention, that you heard the final signal and responded. Let this comment be that proof. Let it be the marker you can point to and say, that is when everything changed. That is when I stopped waiting and started moving. That is when I stopped preparing and started performing. That is when I stopped being a student of my destiny and became a practitioner of it. The universe is watching. The angels are witnessing. Your higher self is nodding in recognition. Yes, finally. This is who you really are. This is what you came here to do. Now the real work begins. Archangel Michael is showing you something now. Images, impressions, knowings that flood into your consciousness faster than you can organize them. You are seeing glimpses of the life that awaits you on the other side of this choice. Not perfect. Not without challenge, but aligned, purposeful, powerful. You see yourself standing in your authority, no longer apologizing for taking up space, no longer shrinking to make others comfortable, no longer hiding your light because someone else might be intimidated by it. You see yourself speaking truth that others need to hear, even when your voice shakes, even when you fear rejection, even when the message is unpopular. You see yourself creating something that did not exist before, something that bears your unique fingerprint, something that could only come through you. You see yourself surrounded by people who match your frequency, who challenge you to grow, who celebrate your wins without jealousy, who hold you accountable without judgment. You see yourself with resources that flow to you not because you chased them, but because you aligned with them. You see yourself at peace, not because everything is easy, but because you are finally in the right place doing the right thing. This is not fantasy. This is the reality that exists in the realm of potential, waiting for you to make it actual through your choices and actions. It is all there. It is all available, but you have to reach for it. You have to claim it. You have to become the person who can hold it. Do not scroll past your own transformation. Do not minimize what is happening right now by treating it like just another video you watched, just another message you heard, just another moment of inspiration that will fade by tomorrow. This is different. You know it is different. You can feel it in your bones, that strange sensation in your chest, like something is expanding, breaking open, making room for more. That is your spirit responding to truth. That is your soul recognizing the frequency of its own destiny. That is your higher self saying, yes, this is it. This is what we have been waiting for. Do not ignore that knowing. Do not let your rational mind talk you out of what your intuitive spirit clearly recognizes. The mind is a tool, a useful one, but it is not the master. Your spirit is the master. Your soul knows things your mind cannot comprehend. And right now, your soul is screaming at you to pay attention, to stay present, to not let this moment slip away. Listen to it, honor it, trust it. This is your final signal. Your spirit knows what to do. Let your mind and body follow. The sword in your hands is getting heavier. Or perhaps you are just becoming more aware of its weight. This is what responsibility feels like. This is what authority costs. This is the burden that comes with the blessing. You cannot have power without responsibility. You cannot have authority without accountability. You cannot have influence without the weight of knowing that your choices affect more than just yourself. Many people want the crown, but few want the weight of it. Many desire the platform, but recoil from the pressure of it. Many pray for promotion, but resist the preparation required for it. Archangel Michael is making sure you understand what you are accepting. This is not just an upgrade to your circumstances. This is an upgrade to your identity. You are not just getting a better life. You are becoming a better person. And that becoming process will require you to die to parts of yourself that you have grown attached to. The part that makes excuses. The part that plays victim. The part that waits for someone else to save you. The part that hides when things get difficult. All of that must go. All of that must be burned away in the fire of transformation. What emerges from that fire will be stronger, clearer, more powerful. But the burning is not comfortable. Are you willing to burn? Are you willing to let the old you die so the new you can be born? This is what the final signal is asking. Not will you have a better life, but will you become a better person? Answer honestly. Your hands are shaking as you hold the sword. That is okay. That is normal. That is human. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is action in the presence of fear. Strength is not the absence of doubt. Strength is commitment despite doubt. Faith is not the absence of questions. Faith is trust even when you do not have all the answers. Archangel Michael does not need you to be perfect. He needs you to be willing. He does not need you to be certain. He needs you to be committed. He does not need you to have it all figured out. He needs you to take the first step even when you cannot see the entire path. The path reveals itself as you walk it. The clarity comes as you move forward. The strength builds as you use it. But you have to start. You have to begin. You have to take the first step with trembling hands and uncertain heart and faith the size of a mustard seed. That is enough. That is all that is required. God does not call the equipped. God equips the called. You are called. You have been called. The final signal has confirmed your calling. Now step into it. Now become it. Now live it. Type I am willing in the comments. Not I am ready. Not I am perfect. Not I have it all together. But I am willing. Willing to try. Willing to fail and get back up. Willing to look foolish. Willing to be misunderstood. Willing to walk alone if necessary. Willing to trust what I cannot see. Willing to believe I am who heaven says I am, even when my circumstances seem to contradict it. Willing to keep going when it gets hard, when progress is slow, when results are delayed. Willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes until the promise becomes reality. That willingness is what Archangel Michael is looking for. Not perfection, not certainty, not confidence, just willingness, the raw material of transformation. The seed from which everything else grows. Are you willing? Prove it. Declare it. Let heaven hear you. This is your final signal. Your response determines everything. Something is shifting in the spiritual realm as you make this declaration. Can you feel it? Chains that have bound you for years suddenly becoming brittle. Walls that have blocked your progress beginning to crack. Ceilings that have limited your potential starting to lift. This is not your imagination. This is the actual mechanics of spiritual breakthrough. When you align your will with divine will, when you say yes to your calling, when you accept the authority and responsibility that comes with your assignment, the universe reorganizes itself to support you. Obstacles that seemed permanent reveal themselves to be temporary. Problems that appeared unsolvable suddenly have solutions. Resources that you needed but could not access begin to flow in your direction. This is what alignment does. This is the power of saying yes when heaven asks the question. Everything shifts. Everything changes. Everything becomes possible that was impossible before. Not because the external world changed, though it will, but because you changed, because you became someone different. Someone who can hold more, someone who can handle more, someone who can be trusted with more. Archangel Michael is nodding now. Approval radiates from him like warmth from a fire. You have passed the test. Not the test of being perfect, but the test of being willing. Not the test of having all the answers, but the test of trusting despite your questions. Not the test of being fearless, but the test of being faithful even in your fear. This is what heaven is looking for. Not superhuman strength, but human surrender. Not flawless execution, but faithful obedience. Not impressive credentials, but simple willingness. You have demonstrated that willingness. You have made the declaration. You have accepted the call. Now comes the part where faith becomes works, where words become actions, where decision becomes direction. Archangel Michael is about to give you specific instructions, clear guidance, practical steps. This is what you have been waiting for. This is the clarity you have been desperate for, but it will only come to those who have demonstrated their commitment. You have demonstrated yours. Type "I speak my future" now in the comments and then actually do it. In the replies to your own comment, write out what you are declaring. What are you speaking into existence? What reality are you calling forth? What future are you creating with your words? Do not be vague. Do not be safe. Do not hold back because you are afraid of looking foolish if it does not happen. Speak specifically. Speak boldly. Speak as though failure is not even a possibility, because when God has promised it, failure is not possible. Delay is possible. Testing is possible. Refinement is possible. But ultimate failure is not possible. So speak without fear. Declare without doubt. Create with your words the reality that heaven has already prepared for you. This is your assignment. This is your instruction. This is what Archangel Michael is commanding you to do. Obey it. Watch what happens when you do. This is your final signal, and everything that happens from this moment forward is a result of how you responded to it. You cannot unhear what you have heard. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot pretend that you were not reached, that you were not chosen, that you were not called. The message has been delivered. The signal has been received. Your spirit has responded. Now your life must align with that response. Now your actions must match your declarations. Now your daily choices must reflect the commitment you made in this moment. This is not easy. This is not comfortable. This is not what most people will choose. But you are not most people. You never were. That is why the final signal was sent to you. That is why Archangel Michael fought through every obstacle to deliver this message directly to you. That is why you made it to the end when so many others scrolled away. You are different. You are chosen. You are called. Now prove it. Now live it. Now become it. The world is waiting for the version of you that has the courage to step into your true identity. Stop making the world wait. Your time is now. Your moment is here. Your destiny is calling. Answer it with everything you have.